So that's what I just wanted to get into for this topic, why I didn't accept a client when it was divinely placed in my lap, and why I decided to choose a different direction. I don't feel like either direction would have been wrong. It was just my own choosing, and I felt like it was my own free will, what I felt like I could handle and what I wanted to focus on this moment. So that's the video for today, guys, and thanks for watching. Bye. Let's get into it. So I just want to update you guys on my journey. So recently, divinely, a client landed into my lap. And what I mean by a client is a person that I was supposed to help with their social media and edit their videos, because I feel like I'm genuinely good at editing videos. So it was kind of through my mom. My mom met her and so on and so forth. She was like, oh yeah, my daughter does content. She can help you. So we're going to make a deal, and I was going to charge her $100 a week to do 4 videos a week, and just keep up with her page and her socials and manage it. So we created a deal. She was down for it, but I sat with it. I talked to God. I did some tarot. I really just sat with myself, and I was like, bro, do I really want to handle this person's page? Because I was drained after the first phone call, and I wasn't too fond of being drained. And when I feel like my soul is drained, that's always a negative sign for me. That's always this is not for you. Because okay, my body can be drained. It can feel superficial, on the front of my body. But when it's internally, the soul, the light is drained, and I'm like, no, I don't think I'm supposed to go forward with it. So I end up texting her, telling her hey, I'm sorry, I don't think I can continue with the video for you, and just this deal we had, and just being technically her manager, I was for say. But we're gonna get into that, why I did that. All right, so reason number one, like I said before, my soul was drained. That's number one reason. I'm not a person who likes feeling drained in life. I feel like things should light you up. Yeah, you should be tired. Yes, you have challenges. But when it's your soul is not having fun, it's not lighting up, I don't think you should go after it. That's just my opinion. Maybe I'll grow and see things differently, but this is just who I am right now and how I see things. If I feel like I'm not having fun of it, and I don't feel an inkling of a spark or a love, it's just should I invest my time into this? Should I get really into this? Should I really pour into this person's being, disregarding mine? Because I'm a very me first person, and I guess that's kind of selfish, but I don't genuinely think anything is wrong with being selfish. I low-key have a respect for people who are selfish, because they put themselves first, even though it may frustrate me sometimes, so on and so forth. But I have a respect for it, because it's respectable. You're thinking about you when the world teaches you to think about others. Reason number 2, it would take away from my content, my creativity, my light, my life. So what I mean is by that is when you see, when you're building something, a brand, anything that you love, it's a little seed that needs your attention. It's a plant. So it's going to turn into a tree, a garden of flowers, a garden of vegetables, fruits, whatever the vibration is. But I feel like mine was a flower, a plant right now, but may turn into a tree. We'll see what it turns into. So it was my seed, and I'm watering my seed with my creativity, my love, my attention, my focus, my passion. And when I have to divide that attention with somebody else, it's taken away from my plant. So it's I'm the water, I'm the pitcher. So I'm constantly pouring into my plant is growing, flourishing. I'm okay, this plant right here needs some of my water. Boom, I pour some of that water. Once, twice, it's fine, so on and so forth. My plant starts getting thirsty again. And then I try to pour into my plant. Before you know it, that plant needs more water. That plant needs more attention. And it's the stage I'm at, I feel like my pitcher is not big enough to fill 2 plants. And my plant cannot sustain itself on its own. It cannot create photosynthesis. Well, I don't want to say that. I don't think it's photosynthesis. It is photosynthesis, but I have to look that up first before I really look into that on its own yet. if I did that, my tree would have died because it doesn't have enough nutrients. It doesn't create enough sugar on its own for me not to watch it and for it to continue bearing fruit and continue just flourishing. I have to constantly watch it because it's a baby and it needs my attention. Babies need your attention full time when they're babies because they need to learn how to grow and sustain themselves until they can walk on their own or the plant can move on its own. So her plant was brand new. She needed that. And I just felt like my brand would have crumbled a little bit. And her brand is a short-term thing for me. Yes, it's a little pocket cash money for me, $400, $500 extra a month, which is bliss, which is great for my pocket. But is it great? It wasn't great for me long-term and really like focusing on my brand, because at the end of the day, I'm going to be with myself my whole entire life. I'm going to be with my brand my whole entire life. She is just a temporary stone in my life and a temporary block that I felt like would have only took me so far. Yes, I would have became resilient. Yes, my container became bigger. Yes, I would have grew through friction, which is great, which would have been great for me right now. But I don't feel like it would have been great for me long term. So I had to make a decision, which I'm still like, to this day, I still think about the decision like, damn, should I took it? Maybe I could have managed it. Maybe I could have took my time. Maybe I could have figured it out. Maybe I could have bounced around back and forth. But I wanted to be decisive on my decision and my purpose. I didn't want it to like be indecisive and just bounce back and forth like maybe, oh, I could do this sometimes. I just wanted to be like, this is it, this is that, because that's how I want to carry myself through life, especially when I really started getting into the business and like doing brand deals and what I really just do in life. I want to be able to make decisive decisions. It's either a yes or no. This is what I feel like, or this is what I not feel like. I don't want to be like, oh my gosh, maybe this and that, or I can grab it from here. Maybe I can say, I don't want to be a little girl, just like unsure. I want to be a young woman, sure of herself, even if she's unsure, sure of herself with her decision, knowing that she's making the right decision. So I decided to cut it off, unfortunately, and it would have been a good vibration. I can't deny that. I'm pretty sure it would have pulled in more vibrations like that, which would have been great, but my baby is my why can't I think of words right now? My baby's my priority right now. And that's that. I don't know how long I've been recording. 9 minutes. What the fuck? 8 minutes. 8 minutes. So yeah. So that's what I just wanted to get into for this topic. Why I didn't accept a client when it was divinely placed in my lap, and why I decided to choose a different direction. I don't feel like either direction would have been wrong. It was just my own choosing, and I felt like it was my own free will, what I felt like I could handle and what I wanted to focus on this moment. So that's the video for today, guys, and thanks for watching. Bye.